When is the last time you took a diet break? Good morning and welcome to today's episode, my friends. I am your host, Roxanne Marbs. Coach Chuck is going to be joining me here shortly. If you haven't already done so, please click that like and follow button so you never miss another post, another episode, another workout ever again. Good morning, good morning, good morning, my friends. Happy Friday. We made it to another one. You know, I think it's funny that I say that because really, what are your other options? Good morning. Happy pre-weekend, peeps. Kimberly, good morning. I love it. Lori, geared up for the weekend. FYI, another crop top. I am really loving the crop tops. 45 years old. It took me to get to be 45 years old to have enough confidence to wear a crop top. 45, my friends. 45 years old. And this is the first time ever in my life that I have felt comfortable enough to do that. Talk about life. Talk about life lessons, right? Sarah, good morning. Welcome, October. That's right, October 1st. Day one of the last quarter of the last 90 days of 2021. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? Lisa, good morning. Love that blue. Thank you. I love it. I don't know. Hootsek, good morning. Chris sent me the cutest thing last night. She was out and about checking out some Nature's Floral, and there was a cheese tray with the cute little knives, and on the tray it said, "I will cut you." Now, if anybody knows me, that is my inner cheese tray talking to me. Deanna, good morning. Victoria said, G. Jenny, good morning. Corey, good morning. Coaching Clutch. Stacy, good morning. Lynn, happy Friday, y'all. Victoria, hi again. Beck, good morning. Kim, good morning. Karen, good morning. Lori, looking good, coach. Rock the crop. I love that. Rock the crop. I want to say crap. Rock the crop. Monica, happy Friday. Amber, good morning. All right, yesterday I put a post on my personal wall. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I had to go get the necessities. I did from Costco. So I was like, man, I had to go get the paper towel and the spinach. I wasn't going for any of the fun stuff, but I asked you guys what your favorite products were, and it was amazing. Like these stuff so I think I'm gonna go sometime over the next few days and buy a lot of what you guys had mentioned, and I'm gonna do a live testing it all. What do you think? What do you think about that? The only thing somebody said the pre-made margaritas, I will not be testing those. At least not when I do that live. Carrie, good morning. Is that a crop top? I want to order, but not sure on size. All right. This is a medium, and I love it. Now, I'm a little, things that always fit me weird right here. I don't know why that is, but if you have a cute sports bra, I would say go with your normal size. Go with your normal size. You know what? My other ones maybe shrunk up a tiny bit, or I think I put them in the dryer, and I wish I would have hung them up instead because they kind of curled a little around the edges. I love them, but I'm thinking probably not to dry. And I know a lot of you guys don't dry some of your shirts anyway, so you're way ahead of me on that. Yes, I'm going to do it. Try healthy noodle too. Oh Lord, you're going to have to go back on that post, Corey, and put it in there because I'm going to go back to that post and make my list. So go to that post, drop it in there. Deanna, I love my crop. Okay, awesome. More chick stuff here. I want to keep talking. Carrie's on here. She's my hair lady. She's my expert lady. How often do you ladies wash your hair? And I'm being totally serious. So I might gross some of you out right now. I have not washed my hair since I think it was Monday or Tuesday. So yes, I've showered. Yes, I've soaked in the tubs, but I don't wash my hair. I put in a little dry shampoo. Oh, what am I doing here? I put in a little dry shampoo before my workouts and a little leave-in conditioner on the ends. And it has never styled so good. Now, Carrie, my hair expert, when I went to her, when was this, Carrie? About 3 months ago? I said, what should I use for hair products? Because I use a lot of hair products. She said, heat protectant and hairspray. That's it. Now, I'm going to tell you that I've put the boots stuff in the roots of my hair, and I put like stuff to make it not frizz, and then I put shine stuff on, and then hairspray, and then this is the best my hair has ever done, ever. And it's heat protectant and hairspray. That's it. That's it. What do I got here? Oh, good. Okay, Deanna, like every 3 days. Lisa, every 3 days, 3 times a week. Victoria, once a week. Jill, twice a week. Victoria, shower every day. Yeah, well, yeah, that's a given. And I don't comb my hair. So I have a big comb, but that's all I use so that I don't break anything off. But you know what? I'm really bad at that. A couple days in, I brush through it. I'm really bad at that. Chris, 5 to 7 times a week. Carrie, yes. I go 2 to 3 days. Natural oils are amazing for your hair. So yes, this is the best I feel like my hair has ever looked. But I also feel like I was using so many products that like by the end of one day, it felt all sticky and gooey and what if you're a major sweat fest? Okay, Carrie, you're the expert here. What I read, Lori, was before you work out, like section the hair and do your dry shampoo, rub it into the scalp, put it in your whatever, not a tight ponytail, not one of those ones that breaks your hair. And then after, just brush it out. But that has the dry shampoo and not a lot. Not a lot. Deanna, I don't comb either, soul sisters. Lori, yeah. So even like I sweat. I'm a profuse sweater, like especially in my scalp area. I don't know. It's the dry shampoo before, and I don't even do that every day. I only do it if I really feel like I need to. So Carrie, I'm gonna wait for you to weigh in on that one. Coach Chuck is making his way over. I thought, what a great way to start a Friday. Let's talk Costco and hair, which, tell me if I'm wrong, Costco doesn't carry hairspray. I couldn't find any hairspray. That was one of the 4 things I needed there. But
hold on, I gotta put my hair in a ponytail. I wash my hair every time I shower. It's great.
Kim,
How do you think I get this shine right here?
Kim, every other day, but I have curly hair that looks terrible if it isn't washed. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Carrie, you and I are going to go live one of these days, and we're going to talk hair with the ladies, because I bet you would have a plan for Kim. You're the hair expert, and I bet you would have a plan. How often does Chuck wash his hair? Every day.
Oh, sorry. You know what's funny?
What's funny?
What's funny is when I actually did have hair for like half my life, I don't know, whatever. It's one of those deals where I like naturally kind of wavy hair, not quite curly, but wavy. And I would do everything I could to straighten it. And people are like, I love your wavy hair. And I was like, I hate it. It's funny. It's like people with like wavy curly hair seem to want straight hair, and people with straight hair want to have curls.
Yes,
I don't know.
True.
Maybe that's not 100% accurate.
Now, there's such a thing as body dysmorphia. Maybe there's such a thing as hair dysmorphia. Well, Carrie, I don't know how comfortable you are with this, but I am coming to get my hair done on the 19th. Maybe we should go live while I'm there and talk all the things hair. What do you think about that, Carrie?
Wow. I'll just serve hors d'oeuvres, I guess.
I'll be at her place getting my hair done. You won't even be there.
Oh, I thought everybody was going to come and get their hair done. Okay. All right, well, let's talk some nutrition stuff here.
All right, let's talk diet breaks. Now, when is, Dina, 100% Chuck, when is the last time you took a diet break? Now, I'm excluding the weekend binge fest. That doesn't count as a diet break. What is a diet break? A diet break is when you eat closer to your maintenance calories in healthy foods, but for a period of time, like a week, maybe even 2. When is the last time you did that? I was waiting for you.
Okay, now I guess the question kind of to set this off though is like let's go back just a hair. Like what's diet?
Oh,
so let's define diet, because in we believe there's like 2 definitions behind the word diet. Like the first definition of diet is probably the one everybody thinks of, which is restrictive eating. Right. I mean, you frame it any way you want to. it is a restriction of some kind, right? Whether you are putting yourself in, like I said, like we're doing macros, but we're definitely choosing a particular way to eat and live right now, right? And then you have the other definition of diet, just means like how you eat.
Right. Actually, that now I had a thought and I lost it, but it took me back even a little bit further. Now I lost it. Dang it.
So like the whole context of what we're talking about, like we definitely don't want to put the word diet in like a negative context or connotation. Right. But I think that 90% of people, when you use the word diet, they're either on the diet or they're off the diet. And this can manifest it in a couple different ways. When a lot of people will start a diet plan, right? It's this all or nothing mentality. And in the course, let's just say like, I'm going to do this diet for 30 days, right? Or a month, right? 4 weeks, 28, 30 days, whatever. And I think most people begin this saying like, okay, I'm going to jump in on this diet. So what are all the things that I need to do? How do I need to live? What do I need to avoid? So it's like, what do I need to stop doing? What do I need to start doing? This is like the context and the frame in which we live inside of this month of this, whatever diet plan, right? But what's interesting too is then we have these all or nothing personalities, and it goes another step further with, let's just face it, the evenings and the weekends, and maybe even the evenings are fine, but what happens from Friday night through Sunday, even in a context of a week, we can be on and off the diet. So there's that kind of version of it, or there's the other version of it where it's like, you do go hard for say a month or so, right? And you're like, you killed it, you crushed it, you were like 100% or close to it, right? And then you get to the end of prescribed diet plan. Whether it's a challenge or a book you read or whatever, I'm gonna do this for a month or 6 weeks or 8 weeks or whatever. And then it's like with keto programming. You hear people get that keto flu when they go on and off of it, right? And then you come off of this thing, and then all of a sudden it's like, you're not all in, you're all out. Like you're 100, you're like,
right.
Nothing from what you did in say the last 28 days carries over. And so there was no lifestyle created whatsoever. All it was imagine a block of me today, me through 28 days, me on the other side. And it's like you just leapfrogged that middle area and you traveled back to what you used to do.
This is where the yo-yo is created in our nutrition, in our fitness, in our health. This is where the yo-yo is created. We diet to get to a certain point, and then we never learn, that we just stop. We stop learning. We learned so much in how to get to that goal, but then we stop learning on how to make that goal maintainable and sustainable for the rest of our life. Like we are, ladies, and I know some guys too, we're perpetual dieters. We're perpetual under consumers. We are always in a calorie deficit. That's what that means to me. Diet means calorie deficit. When is the last time you were like, you know what? I'm gonna eat 2,200 calories of good food. I want to know out there, when is the last time, if you're a tracker or if you're somebody, whatever, that you've eaten close to your maintenance calories in healthy foods to give yourself a break?
Right. And so it's interesting too to take that to another level of, if let's just imagine that every piece of food you put in your mouth, when it passed through your lips, there was a built-in mechanical calorie counter. Right? Like it passes through your lips and your body instantaneously calculates every calorie consumed, right? And I think this is interesting, just to build off what you said, is people say, it's so hard to eat that many calories. Well, first of all, no, it's not at all. But what's interesting is we can easily, like ladies and gentlemen, we can easily eat. It's why we gain weight. Excessive amount of calories when it's not healthy, because they're just packed with crazy amount of calories, right? Fast food and pizza and ice cream and just not paying attention, and even things we think are healthy that we eat out of the house and they're just not, right? But then we start paying attention to eating healthy. And again, this begs the question, like Coach Roxanne said, we assume that we have to be in this crazy deficit all the time because it's too challenging to eat healthy foods at a volume that we should, but it's really not. We just don't really understand yet how to apply that.
We haven't taught ourselves that, and we don't want to suck at it, which is so funny. You will remember when you started this journey and you had to give up some of the things that you thought you could never give up, but they weren't doing you any good. eating more feels just like that. It feels just like that. Like your body fights you, your mind fights you. You think you're not hungry. Why do you think that? Because you haven't trained your body yet to understand what you're doing.
And so here's another thought that I just had as well. So for a lot of years when we would be looking at people's nutrition calorie intake when they were tracking it, and let's just say there's 10% room for error or whatever, so it's like 90% of this is accurate, be like, how do I get extra calories? And we just say like literally two tablespoons of almond butter or peanut butter, which tastes great, right? Like, I mean, it sounds weird to do it, but like that's 200 calories. So if you're at 1,300 and you need to be at 1,500, literally 2 tablespoons of peanut butter or almond butter, or an apple with 2 tablespoons, that's 300 calories.
And when somebody tells me that, the first thing I tell them is send me a few days of logs. What I look at is I look at their meals, and it'll say like 3 or 4 ounces of meat, add 1 more ounce, 3 or 4 ounces of potatoes, add another ounce, 1 egg, add 2, 1 slice of toast, add 2, add a half a cup of grapes. Like, it is easy, but we want to complicate it because we don't know. We are afraid to eat more.
And so the transition that one of the transitions that I think we need to recognize that you're probably not even aware of is that when you're not paying attention, you're just literally not paying attention, you're just eating whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want. Which some of it could be, I'm not saying it's all bad, but you go out to eat, you make sandwiches, you do whatever, convenience foods, whatever. You just eat whatever you want, whenever you want. A portion of that food, especially if it's not homemade stuff, is designed to never make you feel full. We talked about this yesterday. It is designed, like potato chips, fast food, you name it, literally is designed to never make you feel full.
Do you ever walk away from an amazing, and I'm talking an amazing chicken breast, I'm not talking a blag, like an amazing chicken breast, sweet potato, some grilled up veggies. Do you ever walk away from that thinking, I could plow through another whole plate of that?
Right.
Probably not.
So the point in what she just shared, what I'm trying to get to is when you shift.
Right.
When you shift to whole foods, example, the apple and peanut butter, you're talking about a rich, fibrous, low glycemic fruit paired with an amazing healthy fat. So it's going to fill you up because it's fibrous, right? Or it's a wet, starchy carb paired with fats. You are going to feel fuller for longer. So when you first make that shift into healthy eating, you're like, I can't eat all this healthy food. Well, because especially if you start eating more protein is a fullness food, right? Fats are great for you, but it takes longer for the body to digest. Carbohydrates, if you start getting rid of dry starchy carbs and you start eating more wet fibrous starchy carbs, right? Like you're doing more potatoes, maybe you do a little bit quinoa. What else? Even rice to some degree.
Rice, yes.
Doing some of the fibrous fruits and vegetables, you are going to feel fuller. But that's where you have to be a little bit more conscious then of not getting stuck in this mindset of, I can't tell you how many women believe that they can and should only eat 1,000 to 1,300 calories. And I get it. Like, I totally understand. I'm not a woman, but as a man and as a human, I get when you make the shift, how you feel full right away. But that's why we write things down. And that's why we try to do little things to like, Coach, I am doing everything I can and I am 200 calories underneath where I want you to be. Then we just do one simple thing each day or each week, and we keep working and working at it to add more things in. So when you think about when's the last time you took a diet break, when Coach said it means deficit and sort of deprivation, right? It's like I use my mother, God bless her. She has lived her whole life in deprivation and deficit. And if she's not, things are way over here. And it's this weird back and forth where it's just like, if you take this plus this and you add them together and take the average, now you're starting to build a lifestyle. If you take the diet plus the non-diet, maybe mesh them together, divide them by 2, now you start getting a little bit more into what's sustainable as a lifestyle.
So are you somebody who feels like you only have 5, 10, or 15 pounds left to lose, and you are really struggling with that 5, 10 to 15 pounds, and maybe you're in that same boat and you cannot put on any muscle? It's time for a diet break. It is time for a diet break. Now, I'm not even saying go ahead and eat if you have been eating 13, 14, 1,500 calories and you just feel like nothing is changing and nothing is moving, try eating 17, 18, 1,900 calories. Try it. Now, don't get on the scale. Don't get on the scale when you do this because your body's going to shift. Your body's all of a sudden going to be like, holy crap, where are all these extra calories coming from? What am I supposed to do with them? Are they here to stay? And I am not kidding when I'm telling you that is what your body's going to go through. For the first 3 or 4 days, you might even feel bloated a little bit, whatever. You have to give this time to let your body understand what's happening. You'll probably feel stronger in your workouts. You'll probably sleep better. And I would say give it about a good 3 to 4 weeks time. You'll probably see your body start to shift in a way that you haven't seen, especially trying to lose those last 5, 10, or 15 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, do what you've always done. Get what you've always got. In order to get something different, you need to do something different. So, guys, I know we did throw a lot at you today. We hope that this was helpful. We hope this brought some clarity versus confusion because...
And if you have questions, start typing them in.
We'll be here for just a couple more minutes. If you have questions, comments, type them in. We'll be here for just a few more minutes and then we're going to go. But we want to bring clarity to this, not confusion. The market, right, and the industry is filled with confusing things, confusing feedback, confusing messages. Like, we want to make it clear for you. And it's, and you know, again, just what's your context of the word dieting? Do you feel like you can only get results if you're in deprivation, right? Is it always just, are you always constantly chasing a fat loss goal? Do you constantly see yourself going up and down? Not even screw the scale, get rid of it.
And you know what? We haven't even talked about the science behind eating more, about the hormonal changes. Like, there is so much science behind this for you ladies. There was one comment up there too. There's like, this isn't just about losing the last little bit and gaining muscle and having more energy. The science behind what it does for your hormones is insane. Like, you need this reset. You cannot live in a calorie deficit your whole life. Like, when we talk about having a healthy lifestyle, that isn't living in a deficit your whole life. All right, so Shelly said, that's one of the things I learned so much from you is you can eat. Just eat the right food and actually you can eat more. Yes. And like Chuck said, the industry out there kind of has us fearing food. It has us fearing eating more, but we shouldn't. We should want to embrace eating more healthy foods. Lisa, I'm feeling so much better since you told me to up my calories and protein. Thank you. If there was one thing that you were, again, yes, up the calories, but if you're like, well, what about macros? The one thing I would tell you to start with is just watch your protein. How much are you getting? Your protein should be the highest number. It should be above the carbs, above the fats. That's where I would tell you to start. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Yeah. I mean, we could probably go on for a little bit.
I feel like, this could be an all day conversation.
A little bit longer, but we're not going to stop when it comes to pulling back the curtain on nutrition. And again, it's challenging for us as coaches because you, my friend, have been taught and trained and educated and led to believe that it's so much different, right? By what you read on the magazines, by what you see online, by the people that you follow, right? You're only getting half-truths. We really are advocates for lifestyle.
Yep.
Now, if you want rapid, quick, fast results, disclaimer, most likely not sustainable, then follow the traditional dieting way of life, right? If you want fast, if you want quick, if you're willing to sacrifice, and you're okay with the fact that more than likely you will not be able to hang on to this aggressive way of life, then go ahead and you can buy into that. But if you're willing to exercise discipline and patience and learning how to make this beyond 3 months, beyond 6 months, beyond 12 months, right? And truly, I know it sounds cliche, but really learning a way to do this for life while building muscle and burning body fat.
Yep.
My friends, we will continue to guide you down that path.
The saggy skin issue too. The saggy skin issue. If you go crazy, hardcore calorie deficit, you are going to have more of that loose, saggy skin. Where if you keep that deficit to a minimum and you work on fueling your strength training sessions, that will be a little less. Just so you know, as you age and that skin starts to sag, it's going to be eating more and doing strength training that's going to help you prevent that. Carrie, I did that for this 21-day challenge and I'm patiently waiting, but not going to lie, I am nervous. I think I need some more guidance. Okay, when you do your pictures and your measurements and all of that, send me an email, let me know what you thought about how it went. But I also want to say, it's only been 21 days. It might take you 2 months to see the benefits of that. Just like any medicine that's given to you out in the world, right? It's not instant. It has to get into your system. Your body has to learn how to react. So don't try and rush something. It's only been 21 days. Reach out to me Sunday after you do your pictures and measurements. Tell me what you've been doing, and I am here to help you, my friend.
Side note, if you resonate with Carrie's comment, especially the one where she says, I think I need more guidance, which means there's not 100% certainty. I'm like, I think I do. I'm not 100% sure, which is probably a byproduct of maybe not being where you want to be. I want to speak for you, but if you find yourself, right, kind of relating to Carrie, here's what I would tell you to do. Get clarity on that. And what is an easy way to do that? Take a piece of paper, I told you guys this yesterday or the day before, whatever. Draw a line down the middle. On the left side, write what's working and go crazy. On the right side, write what's not working for you in your nutrition, in your fitness, in your routine, and write everything that comes to your mind, right? And get those 2 columns, okay? And then use those 2 columns to then get greater clarity, right, on the questions that you have, right? Or where you are finding gaps, or like, I feel like, or I believe I'm missing this portion of guidance or tool.
Yes.
So do that. Like, what's working? What's not working? You could even eat, on the what's not working side of it, like what I'm struggling with, what I feel is missing. Now, and that will help you gain clarity so that coaches like Coach Roxanne and I can direct you and give you the specific guidance that you are seeking, right? So that we can put you in a position to win.
Now I talked about the people who had 5, 10, or 15 pounds left to lose. If you have 30, 40, 50 pounds to lose, whatever, and you have been dieting for several months and every day, every weekend, you have been pretty much on point, you too need a dieting break. So if you question that, if you don't understand what to do, please reach out to us. You have this next week between challenges. It would be a perfect time to do that. Not going off the rails, still eating healthy foods, but eating more.
All right, we're done, and our 6-week challenge begins in 2 Mondays from now. So on Monday, October 11th, it will be here in like 10 snappy days. So it's going to happen fast, my friends. It's a 6-week challenge. We're going to be mixing some things up. We're going to be doing things a little bit differently. It's going to be great, and we're going to have that starting October 11th. It's going to end the week before Thanksgiving. If you have your first 15 pounds to lose. If you don't even have 15 pounds to lose, but you just want to ramp things up with greater accountability, support, and a program that's going to be amazing to help take you to the next level, jump on that. It's coming out today. Registration is going to open immediately. Once that's out, we are going to close registration next Friday. It starts on the 11th. Guys, it's going to be a great time. It's going to be beautiful. And we can't wait to have you with us.
Michelle said, eating more has changed my whole body and how I feel. Amazing. And it was a journey. It was quite a journey. All right, my friends, thank you so much for being here today. If you loved this episode, please share it up. Tag us if you want. Make it your mission to make somebody else's day amazing. We will see you back here on Monday morning.
Have a great day. Have a great weekend.